Hi, do you want the truth? Your company might have the best product on the market, a talented team, and even millions in investments. But if you don't have a sales system in place, your business will stall because that's the heart of the company. If it stops beating, everything else stops living too. Yes, it's unpleasant to admit, but only sales bring in money. Whether you have the budget to hire top specialists, develop your product, invest in marketing, and serve your existing clients, all depends on how this department operates. And today, it's time to debunk the 3 most dangerous myths about B2B sales. These are exactly what lead companies astray every time. Watch this video until the end, and you'll see what actually hinders growth and what helps build a sustainable system that works predictably and delivers results. Myth number 1 goes like this: KPIs, scripts, and regulations increase sales efficiency. For years, we've been told that the more calls, meetings, and stricter the control, the better the results. In practice, it works the other way around. When you force managers to hit their targets just for the sake of numbers in a report, they start burning through the client base, calling people they shouldn't, messaging those who have already said no long ago. As a result, clients start to see you as an annoying service. Just imagine, you're sitting after a big lunch and 10 different food delivery services call you one after another. Would you like that? Would you add them to your favorites? Most likely, you'd add them to your block list. The same thing happens in B2B. The client doesn't need a stream of calls just for your KPIs. They need you to help them solve their problem. That's where the focus should be. Instead of trying to hit your call quota, ask yourself, what exactly did I do today to make it easier for the client to make a decision? Myth number 2 is the belief that your company's product is only the technology or service you sell. It's a fatal mistake to think that way. Many companies believe their product is software, hardware, or consulting. At most, they might include after-sales service, but in reality, the product is the entire customer journey. From the very first introduction to your company to signing the contract, that whole journey is part of your product. Look at B2C. If people only needed the goods themselves, then retail chains, banks, or restaurants wouldn't invest millions in how people make purchases. No one would build convenient supermarkets, stylish boutiques, or restaurants with a service-oriented atmosphere. But they do. Why? Because the customer pays not just for the goods. The customer pays for the experience. You can buy a smartphone at a market or in an underpass, or you can buy it at an Apple store. It's the same phone, but the perception is different. In one case, you simply satisfied a need. In the other, you received emotion, service, and the desire to come back again. It's the same in B2B. If you build your sales so that the client feels like they're at a market, they leave. If you build your sales like a boutique, they come back and bring their colleagues. Myth number 3 is based on the idea that sales depend on who is selling. We're being told that everything depends on the manager, that it's the manager who closes the deals, and that it's the manager who carries the business on their shoulders. But that's not true. Sales don't depend on who is selling. Sales depend on who is buying. A client won't buy just because the sale was made in a super impressive way. They'll buy because no one got in their way while they were buying. Because the conditions were created for them where they realized that with this company, they could solve their problems. Now imagine a real-life situation. A client asked you to prepare a 2-year budget. Your manager promised to get back to them, but after a week of actively trying to figure out who on your team should do the work, you all decided to switch to another task. Meanwhile, the competitor delivered a ready-made calculation in just 1 day. Who do you think the client will choose? If all the responsibility for client comfort is placed on a single manager, the risks become enormous. First, clients leave with the managers to competitors. Second, managers burn out and run to places where they are given tools and the opportunity to earn more. To eliminate these risks, you need to create a system. A system where the client feels comfortable buying and the sales team earns above the market average. That way, both clients and top talent stay, and the company grows faster than its competitors. And here's the most important thing. It's high time to put these 3 myths about KPIs, about the product as just a commodity, and about the superstar salesperson into the archives. Real growth begins when you stop chasing numbers and start building an infrastructure that makes the sales process convenient and predictable. And now, here's a step you can take today. It's very simple. Sit down with your team and ask, how convenient is it for the client to buy from us? Where exactly are we creating difficulties? Believe me, even this one question will open your eyes and become a starting point for serious changes. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on notifications. Here we break down how to build a sales system that works without chaos and without myths. Remember, clients don't stay where they're persuaded. They stay where it's convenient for them to buy.